had my thing on my hair, you know what I'm saying? My bonnet. It's not a bonnet, it's one of them things, you know what I'm saying? I got the little silk on the inside. You see what I'm saying? That hair protecting right there. Anyway, welcome back to No Cap Recaps. I am your host, Denzel, and today we will be recapping Never Let Go. All right, just to jump into it, make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment on all platforms. This excited me quite a bit. Halle Berry is back. She is giving us a spooky side. It is almost the spooky season. I'm going to drop something pretty special for you guys during that time. I'm just going to let you know that. I ain't going to give you the idea, but just come October 1st or September 30th. Mark your word. Make sure that I do what I'm supposed to do. I got something for you on that day. All right. Simple as put, Halle Berry and her two sons out in the middle of nowhere in the backwoods or wherever that they are. They're in this cabin. They believe that they are the last of civilization. There's an evil that lurks on the outside of this house. If that evil touches you, it will possess you and it will get into the house and simply kill everybody else. So Halle Berry is in this rural woods, foresty area with her two sons, Samuel. And the first thing is quite interesting because it sets the tone of where this mother is. It sets the ominous tone and has like this zombie look and feel to it, right? Because all of a sudden, there's this individual that comes up. She's sitting on the porch, and all you hear is this roar or this growl of this dead person. I can't even explain what it was, right? Then it cuts back. It cuts right back, but it gets you to understand, right? That in this scenario, good is sacred. Morale is non-existent at this point. But these boys are highly disciplined and highly resilient, especially the oldest one. The oldest one has gravitated to his mother's word in such belief. He is highly structured in that. The younger one understands what he has to do, but he questions things. His mind is quite peculiar and quite curious and inquisitive at the same time. One of the kids has to wear a bell. What you come to find out, he sleepwalks, and it's time to go into the forest. But every single person is wrapped in this rope. You cannot let go of the rope. The rope is attached to the house. If you let go of the rope, the evil can touch you, the evil can get in, and then the evil can kill everyone. So as they move into the forest, they got to go and salvage whatever that they can. They got to go find food. But the evil within the forest can play tricks on you. Psychologically, you can see things that aren't there. You can hear things that wasn't spoken. And so it plays on people's weaknesses, people's insecurities, and people's vulnerabilities. So the evil loves to play tricks on them, right? Simple as put. So a mere question about this movie though is if the evil is real, or does it only live in the mother's head? Why? Because the two kids are simply sitting back asking, hey mom, what did it look like this time? See, so these kids never seen it. Only the mother has seen it. So why is she the only one that can see it? Or does she have some form of psychological disorder, right? This is what we're dealing with, right? So it's important to note the guidance and the fear the mother is instilling into them to keep them in line. But is it necessary? These are some of the things that we constantly ask each other on this day-to-day basis, especially in this culture right now. Are these kids, should we be instilling all this fear into our children, or should we just allow them to just move along the earth however they are? Aren't there things that they should be concerned about? Or should I be a good parent and give them that guidance and the necessary parameters to keep them safe? Even though they may ask questions that are valid, but even in the validity of the questions, can they still be wrong? And why would I sacrifice a precious life just so then they can have some form of validation because they had a good question, right? These are some of the things that I start to think about as I watch this movie. But you start to find it that Halle is crazy a bit. There's these rituals, there's these forms of prayers that you must say with the rope. There's a particular floorboard that the kids have to lay in, or she even has to lay in if there is speculation that you may have been touched by the evil. And if you can't say those prayers, or you can't lay in those under the floorboards in that particular section, then there's no way. But the funny thing is, things are starting to run out. I mean that the food is starting to run out, and the evil is starting to tempt in this area. We know you're going to have to eventually come out of there, right? You got to have those kids survive at some form. They're even eating bark off the tree. It was insane to watch. And I'm like, it showed the realism of their disparity in that environment. And You keep questioning, is this real? Is this, or is this just in her mind, right? It gets less and less. Halle, the June is the mother's name, right? And suddenly we start to see things having to unfold. The family dynamic starts to break down. Things start to get questioned, and you get that question answered, whether or not it's real or not. And I'm going to leave it literally right there, because everything starts to turn into a tailspin, and a lot of things you will not see coming. I will say Halle Berry played that part. Them boys played that part. I'm gonna give that movie an 8. That movie was solid. I like that movie. I liked it a lot. Good cinematography. I love the evil and how the evil played. I wish this is where I wish that they would have did a bit more, and that's why the 2 points had to come down from 10. They didn't give us enough about where that evil came. Well, they answered it, but I wish they would have dove a bit deeper into the evil, and then also dove a bit deeper into why was the prayers and the rituals the thing that kept the evil away. That couldn't really answer the question, because I know that the pondering question, or the oversight of the question is this thing real or not, right? So I get that, but I just wish that, especially with the evil, I want to know a bit more about it. Where did it come from? How did it cultivate? How did it grow? And so, yeah, I would give this an 8. It's really good. It had me on the edge of my seat. It wasn't scary, but just uncomfortable, I would say. The movie was very uncomfortable to watch, because it pulls on your heartstrings a bit. It pulls on your humanity, your moral compass, and what you would particularly do in that situation, right? Do you believe the kids? Look at the children's face. I got a son, so I can't do that. No, not my son. It ain't no way, right? But they were desperate. But were they desperate for no reason, right? So, like I said, go give Never Let Go a look. Especially go take your girl out, go take your boy out, go take your, husband, whomever, who is your ever significant other, whatever. Go have a little, little scary little movie night, you feel me? But yeah, until next time, y'all be easy.